Gary, we're back here once again after you've just been awarded your third manager of the month since joining the club back in January. It must be great that not just you but your backroom team are getting rewarded for the success.
Yeah, I think I said this the last time that I won one, that obviously me being sort of the forefront of the management team, you get presented with the award, but it's a real team effort, you know, and have to thank my backroom staff really, the amount of phone calls that they take for me at all different hours of the day, and putting up my moods and my tantrums when things aren't going right, but you know, they seem to still be here and still want to help me, and really grateful for all the help that I've received for them, and obviously for the players as well. You know, you get the reward, or the award I should say, on the back of the players' performances, and the players have been outstanding in November, and I have to thank the players as well for all their efforts and hard work and helping me get the award.
Yeah, it was a month where we had a 100% record with 4 victories. That saw us end the month top of the league. At the start of the month, you couldn't have asked for much more of the players, could you?
No, listen, we had a couple of sticky results against Clyde and Elgin. You know, the performances were okay, but we're obviously disappointed to drop points for being in winning positions. And then we had the disappointment of the game against Brora, where again we played okay in the first half and missed a few chances to go in front, and then we had a disappointing second half. So you're looking for a response then for the players to show that was a one-off, and there's no doubt in my mind that it was a one-off, and the players have shown that. You know, the response since the disappointment of going out the Scottish Cup couldn't have been better, and they deserve all the credit that they're getting just now.
It's a Naysmith treble, Matt Aitken winning Player of the Month and Adam Brown winning Goal of the Month. They've been great this month, haven't they?
Yeah, I don't think that would be a surprise to anybody. Adam's goal was, you won't see a better goal than that this season, especially in our league. Different class, and Adam's got that. You know, he's very lucky that he can naturally strike the ball well with both feet, and that with his right foot was an outstanding goal, an outstanding finish. And Big Matty's been different class since he came to the club. You know, I'm delighted that he's actually getting goals now, but his performances, how hard he works for the team, you know, if you asked any of the lads, I'm sure they would say he's a little bit of an unsung hero. The amount of work he puts in, he occupies both centre halves himself, never stops running, and he's been great since he joined the club. I said in my interview after the game on Saturday that any time that I played against Matt Aitken as an opposing manager, he always caused my defence, or gave them a hard time. He never gave them any minute time on the ball. They couldn't get clear headers, stuff like that. So I knew he would do all of that side of the game. But I think his hold-up play's improved as well, and obviously strikers are judged on goals, and I think he's at 9 goals just now as well. So long may that continue.
Definitely. Throughout November, you named the same starting 11 in every match. It must be good for the players to get that sort of consistency.
Well, I'd say it would be good for the lads that are starting. The lads that are on the bench, obviously, will be a little bit frustrated. I think they understand the reasons why, but that doesn't mean that we'll keep the same team the next game. You know, well, obviously Adam will be suspended, but it doesn't mean that the other 10 will be the same. You know, because there's also a balance of how long you actually leave people out the team. Because when you actually bring them back in, if they've not played for a period of time, then they're going to be really short of competitive minutes. So those sort of things are going through my head. You know, I've not finalised the team for the weekend. We'll see how training goes, but obviously the lads that have played the majority of the minutes have done exceptionally well to get us all the results that they got us.
We had to come from behind in the first 2 matches in November, up in Forfar and at home to Spartans. That must be great for team spirit. Yeah,
listen, I'd rather not come from behind, but it's nice when you do come from when you come from a goal behind and you can come back and win. And I think against Spartans it was twice we were behind, I think, if that's right. So no, that's pleasing that the team are showing that they've got a bit of character. And there's been a lot of good play, a lot of good goals. There's times when we've had to dig in, i.e. when Adam got sent off on Saturday, we had to dig in with 10 men. That's a side that the players have shown really, really well this season. Though I don't like the fact that we've had 4 red cards. You know, I wouldn't class this as a dirty team, but we've had 4 red cards, so we do need to improve our disciplinary record. But what the players have done is every time that we've went down to 10 men, we've managed to make sure that we've not got beat. And I think in the majority of the games, we've actually went on and won the game, maybe apart from Peterhead away. So that's pleasing that they showed that there's a togetherness, especially when we're up against it. And again, long may that continue.
The team has only conceded 10 goals in 14 games this season, keeping 9 clean sheets in the process. That's been a big part of the success this season.
Yeah, but I think, you know, obviously the defenders and Darren especially will get the credit for that, and quite rightly so, but the defending starts at the front. I said this before, we press when the goalie gets the ball. We've tried to play really on the front foot this season and press for the front and try and put teams under pressure when they've got the ball, to keep the ball away from our goal really. But when they've been called upon to make saves, Darren, or clearances in the box, all the defenders have done that. So really, really pleasing, you know, and we need to keep that up. It's unusual to have so many clean sheets in such a short period of games, but hopefully we can continue that. But just now, you know, it's one of these where I'm talking to you about it. I said this the last time, and obviously we need to speak about it because of what's happening and the awards and the stats that you've just said to me, but it makes me a little bit uncomfortable talking about it because, as I said to you last time, football has got a funny way, he just putting you down when you're up high, and it's up to me and Brown to make sure that the players remain with their feet in the ground and that we just continue doing what we're doing. We have only played 14 games. There's still 22 league games to go, so there's still a long, long way. You know, we're just into December, but I would say for the team just now, it's so far so good.
Yeah, you sort of alluded to it there, looking ahead to a busy December. How do you keep your players grounded in?
Yeah, just do everything we've done normal, you know, nothing's changes. For me, I analyse the game that we played at the weekend, try and feed some of that back to the players. We generally have a harder training session on a Tuesday, that'll continue. On the Thursday it's a little bit lighter, we speak a little bit about the opposition, not too much, but a little bit that we maybe need to speak about. Obviously Dumbarton themselves, I think they're 5 games that they've won the last 5, I think 4 in the league and 1 in the cup. So they're on a really good run, they're the team that beat us this season. Albeit that was a really, really strange game for me because 4-0 down at half time, and it was probably one of the best halves that we've played. But these things can happen in football, they test you as an individual, test you as a team. So we do that, and then it's up to us for when the game starts on Saturday, make sure we're at it again. And that's what we aim to do, and it'll be like that for now to the end of the season really. It's that sort of boring cliche, it's one game at a time, but I think if you go away from what served you well, then you'll come unstuck. So we just keep doing what we've been doing, and hopefully we can get another positive result on Saturday.
Perfect, Gary. Thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.